Alright, today what we're going to be doing is area model for division by a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. There's some 6 steps. Now, each of these are unique, and I think it will help if you know your facts. So, the first thing you want to do is, your first step is to simply figure out where the dividend is and where is the divisor and put them in the appropriate place. So our divisor is what we're dividing by, and that goes on the outside of the area model rectangle. So 6 goes here. We will draw a rectangle. I'm going to draw a longer rectangle just because I know it's a 3-digit number. And then I would put the dividend on the inside. Okay, that's step 1. Now step 2 is to think, what can I multiply 6 by to get close to 354? So we look at the hundreds place. We understand that the hundreds place is now smaller than the 6 if we're just going by the digits. So we need to look at the hundreds and the tens. So what times 6 will get us close to 35? Well, I know 6 times 6 is 36, which is too much. So if I go 1 down, 6 times 5 is 30. So using my knowledge of tens and multiplying, I could say that 6 times 50 is equal to 300. Okay. After you figure out that I'm getting closer, so I still have quite a bit to go, but I already have 300 of it gone. So what I would do is I would then do the next step. And the next step is to subtract that 300. So because I know there's 300 that I need to get rid of. So when I subtract 300, I'm left with 54. I'm going to put a little line there, and then I'm going to put that up in the next box. So far I know that this is 6 times 50. Now I have to think of a fact family for 6 and 54. Well, if you knew your facts right away, you'd know that's 9, because 6 times 9 is 54. So 54, 0, there's no remainder, so now all you have to do is that line is still adding, and that's 50 plus 9 equals 59. You can double check this using the Blaze 10 block model we used yesterday, and you will still get 59. Alright, I'm going to do one more example just to reiterate. Sometimes it's a little bit different. So we look at the divisor, we put on the outside of the rectangle, draw a larger rectangle for the area model, and you write the dividend in. You first look at the first place, and the digit is still smaller than the divisor digit, so I have to add 2. Okay, so I have 24 tens that I want to try to get rid of. Well, using the fact families I know that 3 times 8 is 24. Now, because it's a 10, what do I have to do to the 8? I have to multiply it by 10 as well, so that 8 now becomes 80. So when I do 3 times 80, I need to subtract the 240 to have 9 left over. I take my 9 up, draw my blocks, and that's what I'm going to add it, because the first box is 80. Now I have 9. I have to use my fact family again. How many times can 3 go into 9? I know that 3 times 3 is 9. I'll have no remainder. I add the 2 numbers, and that is 83. So the quotient of this problem is 83. Sometimes you'll get to the case where you have the divisor is small enough or big enough. So like if we're doing like, I'll just do it in this small little section here. 333 divided by 3, right? We understand that when we do that 333, we look at that first digit and it's the same. Well, we know that 3 times 100 is 300. Go over to your 33. Then we know 3 times 10 is 30. And 3 times 1 is 3. And then you just add those to get 111. So sometimes you will have the digit that's the same or greater. If it's greater, then you can find out using your fact family. Knowing that the inverse relationship or multiplication is important because you're going to be doing a lot of multiplying in the division. So both of these might help with homework that you have tonight. So please make sure you paid attention to this video. Have a great night.